So after a bit of scrounging around and digging into my reserves, we have 50 Atlas donor provisions. I'm going to pop them all open. I've already popped open 20 in my gameplay video for patch 21 in the top right of the screen if you haven't seen that already. But I didn't figure that that would be conclusive enough with 20 donor provisions, so we're going to open 50 more, and that way we're going to get a proper feel for all the rewards that you can get for donating steel and getting your hands on these donor provisions. So let's get cracking these open. Alright, I've picked Vault 76 as my opening site. And the reason I've done that is because from what I've got from these so far, it's utter crap that I'm going to want to drop. And if I'm going to drop it, I might as well drop it for a new player fresh out of the vault. So let's start popping these. One. We've got Radaway, some purified water, grenade, and some mountain honey. We are getting quite a few caps from him though. More grenades, I think. More grenades. Radaway again. So don't get me wrong, Whiskey, these things are useful in game, but there's a plan for the Mole Miner Gauntlet available at pretty much anyone's camp for about 10 caps. So these things on their own are useful, and the caps are handy as well. In fact, the caps are pretty much the only thing worthwhile that I'm seeing out of this so far. Now I'm going to keep popping these. We'll see if anything interesting pops up. Like, yes, Blackwater Brew, brilliant. Grenades, yeah, all useful on their own. But we're all already running around Appalachia with these things. This is nothing new. Is this worth turning in thousands and thousands and thousands of steel? And again, not just steel, because in a week or so it's going to change up and there's going to be different things we have to turn in. I know plastic is one of them. Now, while I had a fair bit of steel, I don't have that much plastic, so I would really... There's a prime crossbow receiver. That's about the first useful thing that I've seen, and it's not new by any stretch of the imagination. Got another 100 caps there. But yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be flooded in Radaway, but I'm already flooded in Radaway. I cannot sell it fast enough. I'm usually selling it in at a vendor, NPC vendor, because they don't ship fast enough from my vendor. Even if I'm charging 5 caps, 4 caps, 3 caps, people don't want them because people are flooded in them themselves. So yeah, I end up selling them at a vendor, or I end up dropping them, and that's what I'll be doing with a lot of this stuff. Most of this stuff, if not all of this stuff, it's going to have to be dropped. Grenades, 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 grenades. So is this worth it? It's what you have to ask yourself. Participating in this event for this nonsense, because this is a week-long event. So yeah, you're going to be hauling steel from everywhere. You're going to be clearing out areas anyway, sure. If you're clearing out areas and you're picking up all of the weapons and you're breaking that down into steel, what do you do with the steel? If you think to yourself, I've got nothing to do with the steel, I'd normally just junk it or drop it or whatever, sure, by all means, haul it away. You'll get some caps, maybe some items. But if you're in the event for the event, like you're at endgame, steel is something you more tend to use towards crafting ammunition and whatnot. Which you then, of course, if you're crafting some of the more popular ammunition, I'd imagine you might be selling that in your store for some fast income when you need it. Do you really, really, really see yourself chucking your steel in this and then going off and getting more steel, and as a community, all of us working together to get 150 steel for this? Down to 33 more to go. I was hoping to see something. I was hoping maybe I was wrong and something interesting would pop up and you'd think, yeah, okay, so this is a 1 in 70 chance. That's fine, because yeah, I'd be doing this all week. I would be turning in steel all week. So chances are, if there's something good there, I might get it. But I will say, based on the results so far, you can just see them just ticking away here, just repeating themselves over and over and over. There's another Blackwater brew. Bethesda clearly just phoned this one in. They had, there's, in terms of minimum effort, right? This is what minimum effort looks like. You've got Light Raider legs. You've got one NPC added to a location. Now that location has been spruced up a bit previously, prior to patch 21. So all that's really been added there is the new NPC with a few lines of dialogue. And a few crates where we can drop off steel or junk or whatever the case may be. And that's it. So we have this big upcoming return of the Brotherhood, you know, on the horizon. You would think there'd be a big lead up to this. You would think that this is what we want to generate excitement for. This is what we want to generate hype with. So let's start the hype train. No, that's not what's happened at all. So one NPC has just been chucked in, some lines of dialogue, and that's it. In terms of rewards, instead of coming up with anything of interest at all, it's a complete copy paste, if you want to say that, from previous events, minus some of the stuff that were in previous events. And I mean previous events like all the way back to the start of the game, nearly. A lot of this stuff just drops, most of this stuff, all of this stuff drops from regular events you do anyway. If you've been playing Fallout 76 for any amount of time, you have all of this. And if you haven't been playing long enough to have all of this, the chances are you're not yet in a position to dedicate your time to break down steel and then just drop it into this Brotherhood of Steel collection plate for this, to get yourself some purified water, a few grenades and some Radaway. Why would you bother? Why would anyone bother? And I'm down to 14. I can't believe it. Raider power, left leg added. Wow. Raider power armor plans I had like over a year ago. I had the whole complete set. But oh look, sturdy Raider legs. This is, I feel insulted. I was check the video on the top right that I'm just putting up now, right? That will tell you how excited I was. I was really looking forward to this. Finally, something new to do in Fallout 76. Yes, it's going to be a repetition in terms of chucking steel in. At least the material was going to change on a weekly basis. That would like liven it up a little as we have to go to new farming spots. And but yeah, I thought, you know, at the end of the day, we have the legendary run that we're already working on, and we're getting rewards out of that. And now there'll be the opportunity for some rewards out of this as well. Some rare rewards. Some hopefully new rewards. Something new to aim for, to do. But that's not what's happened. And so I do not understand why anyone would participate in this event. I don't get it. And I really hope, because I'm down to 6 now, I really hope nobody does. I think everyone should, and I hope they do, go up and add 250 steel, so that ensures that when the event completes, you will get the reward. And I figure the event will complete. I do. Even if the community doesn't come together, and we don't donate 150 steel, I still think these events will complete. Or Bethesda's going to turn around if participation is extremely low and intervene. Oh, I'm already over encumbered now. And we need them to intervene. We need them to see, look, this isn't working. Right? This is this is not enticing your player base. And for the love of God, how could you not understand why? How could you roll with this? The most minimum of effort. I don't get it. But I would love them to go, okay, I guess the first thing they'd probably do, because I'm having negative thoughts about Bethesda right now. I think the first thing that they would do is they would lower the requirement. So instead of 150 million, they would drop it significantly. Why? Because that's a much easier thing to do than to actually do something else to entice your players. Because to entice your players, you want rewards. I want to be rewarded for spending, all week going out there and hauling back steel and then donating it, meaning I don't get the steel that I went out for. I can't craft ammo and make caps with that because the 30,000 caps I have now, I'm going to spend that in machines over the course of the next 2 or 3 days. Or if I find some weapons or armor on Facebook or any groups like that, I will be spending that. And then straight away I want to get that stock back up again. I want to get as close to 30,000 as I can for my next purchase. So yeah, steel is important for me with that because I craft 5.56 and 4.5s and I sell them at my vending machine. They go fast, and I make some caps pretty quickly. So if you want me to stop that and to chuck all my steel into this donation box, you gotta give me a reason why. That's not what you're doing. In fact, these rewards, guys, are still coming in. Start dropping some of this, shall we? I can't believe they're still coming in. Look, grenades. All right, we'll drop the bourbon. Anyone coming out of 76, this is going to be so funny, I swear. Probably have a munch on that while we're here. So yeah, there's just... I just don't get it. I'm just so disappointed, and I was so excited. Because ultimately, patch 21 is now out. And what I'm going to find myself doing is the exact same thing I've been doing prior to the patch, because there's no point. I've donated 250 steel. Well, I've donated more to get these, but I've donated my minimum 250 as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, that's it. I'm not doing that for the week. Next week, whatever it is again, I'll donate that 250 of it, and I'll just get back to what I'm doing. Why would I spend time doing this? Why would anyone spend time doing this? It's just a mystery to me. Yeah, can't drop those floaters because they can't have them. Drop, leave that there as well. I'm keeping my shovel. I do love my shovel. All right, so I wanted to do that first. Now there'll be a break in the video from my perspective. We'll just the video over there in a moment, but I'm going to go and hit Google and hit Reddit and hit everywhere and see if we can't find somebody that's gone in and data mined the update, and we'll see what rewards are actually up there. If there is one or two pretty cool things there and they have a chance of 200, 300, 400 to 1, that's disappointing as hell. That's stupid, but it's something. I'm still not going to do it. I'd want better odds, and I'd want more stuff available to us. Look at this junk that I just have to throw away. And this is what you want me to do. This is what you want for my steel. For everyone's steel. Brilliant. Bravo. Well done. All right, let's see if we can find a data mined list, and as soon as we can, I'll be right back. So a bit of trolling on Reddit, and we have this post. Thank you so much, OP. Fortifying a.t.l.a.s, donor provisions, drop list, and probabilities. So, turn in 250 scrap. All right, currency caps. You can get anywhere from 25 to 500 caps. So I think the most I've seen is 100. So cap-wise, it's not too bad, right? And then look at this. So common, up to 5 of anything below. So brews, 33.33% chance of dropping a brew. Wine, bourbon, vodka, whiskey, moonshine, Blackwater brews. I was going to say blackberry brews for some reason. New River Red, got some lagers, just absolute nonsense. All right, then you've got 8 items. So we have a stim pack, 1 stim pack, 2, 3, a super stim pack, 1, 2, or 3 radaways, and some purified water. With grenades, you've got the frags, you've got all the grenades right there. What else? Weapon plans. Let's have a look at these. And look at the percentage. So 0.28% of dropping a weapon plan. Imagine that. In this event, where you're turning in 250 steel, yeah? You have a 0.28% chance of getting the plan for a baseball bat. Let that sink in. That's that's what we're doing? My mind is blown. 0.28% chance of getting a boxing glove if you're over level 5. Fat man if you're over level 25. This is nuts. This is absolutely crazy. And then you've got the armor plans, right? We've got a lot of those. An armor plan is a 0.09% chance. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know what to say. Armor mods. 0.14% chance of getting one of these armor mods, which you probably already have anyway. Power armor plans, 0.17%. Got the Raider chest, the helm, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg, the T45, T51. Power armor mods. So for the Raider, these 3 are bugged and actually will not drop. 4, sorry, are bugged and will not drop. Then you've got the motion assist servos, 0.35% chance. These percentages, 0.17, 0.35, this is what you expect to see on rare loot. The new stuff, the good stuff, the rare stuff. This is the kind of percentage you would be battling against. Not against, I'm sorry, I don't know why they call these rare. These are common. These are all common. T45 tier 1. Again, look at all the ones that are bugged and will not drop. So yeah, in retrospect, maybe I should have done this the other way around. But you know what? I was so frustrated after first popping 20 and then another 50, 70 and not getting a single thing of use. Do you know what? I couldn't help it. We had to pull up the list. We had to see for ourselves. And now that I've seen this, it's as I said. I have no intention of participating in fortifying a.t.l.a.s. I do, in the sense I will give 250 of whatever the item is each week, and that's it. And if they're completed, brilliant, I'll get the reward. Woohoo! The rewards aren't exactly fantastic. They're okay. I was more banking for the rewards we were going to get out of these to keep me going. Especially over the course of a week, hauling steel and whatever else. Imagine when it comes to cork and plastic, like. But yeah, hauling from one side to the other. Well, I guess I could have used the tent with Fallout first, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is an absolute joke. I, for one, will not be participating. I really hope now that you've seen what you have to gain for your work, that you don't participate as well. If you've got stuff to do in the game, jump in, do your dailies, get your legendary run stuff done, and then, you know, like me, like most people now, just log out, because what's the point? We're Bethesda, if for some reason you're watching this, we're still waiting for content. Anyway, guys, thank you so much as always for tuning in. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button and like the video. A share would also be appreciated. If you're not already subscribed, consider a subscription. And until next time, take it easy. All the best.